Hello friends, I am Mariam. I am 25 years old. I finished my university studies 2 years ago. I searched a lot for a job that would meet my needs and meet my daily livelihood, but to no avail. Today I am heading to the recruitment office where I put my CV in the hope of finding a job that suits me. I entered the office and said hello. Hello, Mr. Jaber. Any news about work? He said, You came at the right time, Miss Mariam. There is a woman looking for a nanny for her child. I said hesitantly, Nanny? How old is this boy? He said that at the age of 5, the work is suitable for you, miss, and it is for a good amount. He gave me the woman's address, phone number, and information about the nature of the work, then said, Call her, and she will help you better. I thanked him for his effort and left the office. I returned home thinking about work. I was hesitant about joining it as I had never practiced nursery before. Then I told myself that it was okay. I would find something better than sitting and waiting. I called my employer and she asked me to come to her house tomorrow to talk more. She prayed istikhara and headed home. It was a little far from my house, and when I arrived at the address given to me, I found a woman at the door waiting for me. She welcomed me and took me into the house. Through our conversation, I learned that she had recently been widowed, so she returned to her work and wanted to reassure her son that he had a nanny. I told her, Can I know exactly what is required of me? Mary said, Since I saw you, I felt comfortable with you. I just want you to take care of my son and teach him. Working hours start from morning until evening. Consider yourself part of the family. If you want to stay the night here, you can. I told her no thanks. I will answer the employer first. The lady left for work and the boy and I sat down. What's your name, baby? He said. I am Kusai, and you? I said Mariam. Kusai was a cute boy and easy to learn. I liked working with him very much, that's what it was based on. The woman did not spare me money and the monthly bonus. I told her one day, This is enough, ma'am. The amount you give me is very generous. It is a storied legacy, she said, smiling. After his father's death, all his property was returned to him. I said then leave it to him for the future. She said there was enough for his future. Don't worry, God willing, you are not short with him. Days passed and Kusai's uncle came to see him. He was a handsome young man in his prime. He said, Hello, I'm Allah. You are Mary, aren't you? I said yes. Who told you about me? This little troublemaker told me about you whenever I called him and carried him in his arms, he said. Allah loved Kusai very much and visited him whenever he had the opportunity. My relationship with Allah strengthened through his frequent visits until he proposed to me. I agreed, and we got engaged. The lady was very happy for us and wished us happiness. One day we went on a trip to the beach, Allah and I, accompanied by the lady and her son Kusai. The woman was careful about her son and warned him not to let Kusai go into the sea because he could not swim. Allah and I were sitting watching Kusai play in the sand. Then he said, My beloved Mariam, look at this boy. He is the apple of my eye. It's a trust my brother left behind. I noticed the intensity of Allah's love for Kusai. This made me sad, so I changed the course of the conversation. Tell me, when is our wedding? It's been a long time since we got engaged. He said, You know, Mary, my financial circumstances are difficult now, and I cannot get married now. You must be patient. I was saddened by what Allah said. We returned home and Allah went back to work. I spent the night at the lady's house tossing and turning in my bed thinking. A devilish thought flashed through my mind. After a week, I asked the lady to allow me to take Kusai to the sea, and she agreed to the matter on the condition that I be careful in protecting him. Kusai and I went to the sea and chose a place isolated from the vacationers. As soon as we arrived, he asked me to let him swim a little, so I complied with his request and sat watching him from the shore, saying to myself, Go and swim. Tomorrow, your inheritance will belong to my fiancé, and we will get married soon. Kusai swam away until no trace of him was visible. I jumped into the sea screaming for help. The beach protectors caught up with me late. Kusai's soul had reached its creator. Days passed and Allah no longer called or spoke to me. Then I received an invitation to court filed by Allah, who was suspicious of my intentions, even though the woman refused. The session was adjourned and I was declared innocent. When we left the hall, Allah came up to me and said, "You are the devil on the face of the earth." "I know she did you." I said, crying, "No, Allah, I did not do anything." "It was just an accident," he said falsely, angrily. "If I had taken care of him, Qusay would not have died." I said, "Don't leave me, Allah, please. I love you and I cannot live without you. Woe to you, how can I marry a murderous woman? Get out of my face, I don't want to see you again." As for the lady, she left collapsed without looking at me. I now curse myself 100 times a day, regretting what I did. I lost Allah forever, I lost my job, and I lost Qusay, the sweet boy. But what is the benefit of regret when it does not work? My friends, please forgive me. I know I'm wrong. Please forgive me and pray to God to forgive me.